one.
Some of them are the freaking
I'm not just.
worst. I understand.
I done came too far to lose. I been turning up on all my out the plug, send them through. Gotta watch your step, cause I can see how niggas envy you. My granny praying for me, hoping that I make it home. I can't leave these streets alone. Never thought that you would be the one to turn your back on me. Bossed up, being struck, got them racks on me. Stay down and slow grind in the blood flooded. Young nigga, I'm a
Oh, that is
runner. All blue hunters got a brick on me. Pretty red bitch on me. In my city, big homie. Got off in my bag. Really got them bands, I done turned up on their ass. They ain't believe, blind pressure on them men. Lot of niggas hating cause they bitch done turn to fans. You can't ride my wave, I'm a big dog. I can see that hate on their face when I lift up. I can feel your pain, babe. I done lost it all, but still I keep faith. I'm having visions of smoking purple and double R. 20
all right.
bricks
What's the
stuffed in
word?
the carry-on. Hands on my wall, such a work.
Yo, 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 welcome back to another Spit Don't Swallow Uncut. I am your girl, Taz the Poet. We do have Money Monster Chi in the building. And then we have Miss ESOP in the building. Thank you
Beep,
for
beep, beep,
joining.
beep.
She's going to be unhinged.
I'm here to watch. I'm here to watch everything unfold.
So, first, let me ask, where are you from?
You know, that's always kind of a complicated question for me. I was born in Long Island, but I was raised between Long Island and Queens, so between there. I'm still living in Long Island at this moment.
Okay.
Okay, so you're your son. Okay. We like
Oh,
them.
in New York. My bad. Long Island, New York.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. Um, who is ESOP? I mean ESOB, sorry.
uh,
Somebody thinking about alcohol.
every shade. ESOB stands for Every Shade of Blue. And me as a person, I am a creator. I create as much as I can in whatever medium I can. That's visual art, painting, my music. I pour my pain, my love, my everything into my music. Um, and what Every Shade of Blue really means is that even though a lot of people associate the color blue with sadness, I wanted people to understand that sometimes it just means that you need to see it in a different shade for it to be beautiful. Some of the most beautiful things in the world are blue. So that's why I went with Every Shade of Blue.
Okay. What does that name represent you as an artist?
it I have a tendency to take on other people's pain, and I also put that into my work. And I wanted my name to reflect that like even if my music is meant to be like up and bumping and jumping, it's meant to connect to you in some way. So Every Shade of Blue, even though it's like a literal thing about the color blue, it also represents the fact that I empathize.
Okay. And you say you are a creator. Explain, because with creation there's different levels, there's different types. Um, most artists has multiple talents.
Yeah. Well, I've been writing music since I was maybe 4 years old. So that's always been a part of my life, writing and singing. I've been doing that since I was very, very, very young. But I've also picked up things like painting and painting out like my pain and my love and my story. I'm also a an educator. I'm in school to be an educator. So I pour a lot of my struggles and my frustrations and my wants and my desires for my students into my art as well. So there's visual art. I do some digital art as well. I do some writing. I'm currently working on a couple side projects uh, for animated series in relation to my music as well. So, but mostly music. That's really where my heart is at.
Okay. So how do you balance it all?
Um, I try to take it one step at a time. I find that trying to like it's okay to be ambitious, but I had to learn how to set realistic goals for myself in both aspects of my life. I had to know when my music had to take a back seat for me to pursue my education in becoming an educator, and when it was okay to really let myself dive into that world. Um, Sometimes I don't balance it very well. There are nights I don't get sleep at all, and there are times where I feel like I've learned my lesson.
Okay. Money.
Yeah, money is also a really big thing because I don't know how to do things like mixing and mastering. And there's a whole business side to music that I didn't really know about and I had to teach myself about. I taught myself almost every an instrument I can play. um, so, yeah, I had to learn that being a creator is also extremely expensive.
Well, from listening to what you're saying, it sounds like, Prince done left a reincarnation here, from
I
what you got
mean, I
going
mean,
on.
I'm definitely not Prince.
Hey, you never know. Speaking into existence.
That's true. I just know
So,
me.
well, listening as an educator, what grade level, what entry level are your students?
Where I'm currently working, I work as a registered behavior technician. So I work in applied behavior analysis, and my students are toddlers. They're between 1 and 3. But I've worked with various groups previously. I've worked with the 8-year olds. I've worked with 12-year olds. I'm considering finishing school for high school, to work in high school.
Okay.
So, so do you feel that your talents do it integrate? Do you feel like it's an integration for what you're trying to create, as in your profession?
Oh yes, yes. My talents, my art, and my music often cross over into my pursuit towards becoming an educator. I'm always doing things by hand just because it's cheaper, and like we mentioned before, like it's as expensive as it is to create. It's also expensive to be an educator. So I learned how to draw a lot of the things that I work with the children by hand.
Awesome. And I see that you said anime. Is there a animation? Is it just for anime type? Because I have one. He's an anime fan. So when you said anime, it
It's
was like, heck yeah, we're gonna get a new
I
Dragon Ball Z life out here.
I can't give it too much away, but one of the projects, yes. The other one, not so much.
And that's crazy that you say that because I do erotic poetry.
Okay.
Um, and it was funny because I also created a book, and I had someone told me, due to I do erotic poetry, I can't write a kid's book.
That doesn't really make any sense.
It don't. But again, ignorance is a virtue.
True.
So I created that kid's book, and I've let a couple of kids read it. The only reason why it's not out is because I want to get it into it. I think animated would be better
Mm-hmm.
for the
Okay.
that it for the adventure that it's on. I think animation will actually be better due to it will actually get an 8-year-old's attention.
Okay.
And the youngest probably will be 3,
Okay.
4. Because a 4-year-old, we have a junior Suge Knight
Yeah.
that will tell you, yeah, that's good. No, it's not. I got the yeah, it's good. But I didn't give her the full story. I just gave her a tease.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a
She's
tease is,
talking about my killer. She's
you know,
talking about my unapologetic kid.
you know, a teaser is better than the whole story with a child that's one age but then got sense of another age. And I said that to ask this question.
Sure.
For someone that's trying to get into ghostwriting, animated movies for editing for someone, what advice would you give them?
I'm going to go ahead and quote Dochi here and I'm going to say create what wants to be created. So if you have an idea for some crazy idea, write it down. Just write it. Don't be afraid if other people aren't going to like it. There's always an audience for whatever it is that you're creating. So just create it. Oh, and don't use Google Docs. They steal your stuff.
Good to know.
Yeah. Don't use Google Docs. They will steal your stuff. They will use it to train their AIs, and they will use it to train other people without your permission. So do not use Google Docs.
Is any programs out here safe?
I use a program that I've downloaded on my computer called Focusrite. It is very, very simple. It's not as great as like Microsoft Word, but it gets the job done, and my work is protected because it's installed directly onto your computer. And it's free.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what
We
I've been
love
using.
free 99. We love the free 99. No more gems now. Y'all giving too many gems.
Yeah,
Let the people work. That was a teaser. No more
I
people.
don't gatekeep my info. I want everybody to win. So if everybody got a creative idea, I say go for it. There's no reason for me
I
to
was
hold it.
asking for my personal self. My held up is the animation part.
The animation part is honestly, that's one of the hardest parts because I don't animate. I would love to, but I have so many skills that I would like to master that I don't have the time to gain another one. So I recommend you do more networking at places uh like cons, like conventions, anime conventions. You'll find like videographers, you'll find animators. They're expensive. But if you're good at networking, which I'm not, but if you are, then I recommend you use those skills to gain some animation friends. But yeah, definitely try places like conventions. If you see any videographers, ask, or like really good artists that draw like almost lifelike stuff, they oftentimes are also animators. So you can hit them up on Instagram and at the very least inquire. But me personally, I'm still looking for animators.
Okay. Now, what type of music artist would you say you fall in?
don't.
I knew she was gonna say that.
I really don't. My music, well, I don't know if you guys have heard this term polyjamorous, but that's exactly what I am. I listen to everything under the moon. I even listen to like Alaskan throat music, I think it's called.
I've never
Um,
heard of it.
I'm sorry.
I've never heard of it.
It's very
She's
spiritual,
she's
and it, like
she's a,
it it fills you up from your toes to your fingertips. It's a very spiritual experience, but it's supposed to be good healing energy.
Probably
But
some of the stuff that I listen to when it comes down to meditation, but never knew what the music
probably
actually was. Okay.
but
it's like
the
it's like Reiki therapy music.
yes,
Okay.
very close to that.
Okay.
But the music I create, it's mostly Afrobeat, reggae, dancehall influenced, lots of R&B. And sometimes I'll do like a little ballad. I'll drop a rock and roll in there. It just really depends on my mood that day and whatever it was that inspired me.
Okay. And that is what caught my eye. It's because every time I looked at something, it wasn't okay. She's going to give me another R&B. It was totally different.
Yeah, it's not many people like that. A lot of people like prefer consistency, but like I feel like I am being consistent in being myself all the time. You know, like I said, there's an audience for everything. So if you don't like me for one song, you can like me for another, and if you don't like me for any, then you don't need to be here.
And on top of it, everybody listens to different things. Um,
Exactly.
and everybody listens to something new. Um, and you never know where the music can actually place that.
Exactly. Like I said, create what wants to be created.
Hmm. And you said you play instruments.
Yes. I have my guitars behind me. There's this one right here, my
Okay.
baby.
What's
um,
her name?
his name is Edgar,
I knew it was a guy. Somebody had it. Those babies always have a name.
and this one is Baby Blue Lightning. I love this one.
That's the one you play rock and roll with.
This is the one that I play more of my R&B stuff with, even though my song "Slutty Intended" is done with my acoustic guitar. Uh, but no, that one's my R&B guitar.
Okay. And how long have you been playing the guitar?
Mm, 10 years maybe,
Okay.
give or take a few. I've been playing since I was young. I learned in high school, and I'm 25 now.
What inspired you
Uh, to do what
to play the
specifically?
guitar?
Um, a music teacher actually, Mr. Courtwright, who, funnily enough, I didn't really like, but I had a lot of respect for his musical ability. He was one of those teachers that were painfully underrated in musical ability, and he just kind of just did whatever with it. Um, and he had a class where he was teaching you how to play classical guitar, and I picked it up really quick. And I ended up getting my own guitar. I finished teaching myself the rest of the way, and the rest is really history.
Oh wow. And that's a hard skill to learn.
I disagree, and maybe it was just because of the way that my teacher taught me. But he broke it down in a way where it was honestly digestible, and I feel confident in giving lessons.
Okay. Um, some artists I put on the spot because of how they do their music. Um, I'd rather have it live. So can you play something for us?
Yeah, sure. Most of my songs are pretty simple because that's how I ended up teaching myself. I like when we're naked. Girl, I like it when you take it off. It's raining, let me show you what your love is really doing for me lately. Baby, keep it right there. Losing my breath when you do me like that. Spreading my legs, got me arching my back. I need you. I've got this itch. I know you can scratch. I mean, please. Know you like it when I beg on my knees. Won't you break my fucking back when you do me like that? Know you do it again. I can't sleep. How'd you steal my damn breath? I'm your name. Excuse me. Take a seat. We gon' be here all night. Do the thing that I like. Do the thing that I like. Yes. Mm-hmm. I'm just getting reckless. I'm not tired, girl, it's just your turn. Neighbors may be banging, turn the music up. We about to go and try to make a baby. Baby, keep it right there. Losing my breath when you do me like that. Spreading my legs, got me arching my back. I need you. I've got this itch. I know you can scratch. I mean, please. Know you like it when I beg on my knees. Won't you break my fucking back when you do me like that? No, I'll do it again. I can't sleep. How'd you steal my damn breath? I'm your name. Thinking about you all day. Take a seat. We gon' be here all night. Do the thing that I like. Do the thing that I like. Yes. I like it, I like it, I like it. I want it, I want it, I want it. I need it, I need it, I need it. Come get it, come get it, come get it. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. I like the energy. Um, you remind me of, oh God, what is her name? Julia. India Ari.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Thank you. She's also
Yeah,
an influence of mine.
yeah. You remind me of her style with the guitar.
Thank you.
Um, because she to me she was a hippie. She was very free spirit. Um, she chose to do what she wanted to do, and everybody fell in love with it.
That's my hope. I hope people just vibe with me and what I'm willing to give.
Well, she gave me the baby sister, the Flowetry vibes.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what I got.
yeah,
That's what I got.
yeah,
If they had a little sister that, hey, you better sing, put your voice out there. That's her.
yeah. Do you do open mics?
Sometimes. I used to do them a lot more often last year, but I I got kicked down really hard one time, so it's been a while. It's been hard for me to get back up.
What do you mean kicked down?
I applied to be a part of a few of them and a couple festivals, and I got rejected from every one of them at one point.
Oh,
Um,
I can tell you why.
why?
They usually look for promoters.
What do you mean?
I mean, someone that represent that artist, or there's a loophole to get into those.
Okay.
If because the first thing that they usually do is check your Google. They look at everything. If they can't find anything, or you don't fit in that lineup, or you may send it to the wrong connect that's involved in that festival,
Okay.
it will be rejected. I say that because we have put an artist on some of those.
Right.
So that's why I said there's different ways. I just don't want to give out too much.
Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah.
But there's ways you can get that. You can get into those. Mel,
Okay.
you had your hand up.
Stop being scared to be rejected. All you gonna do is build up your followers and keep pushing it. Okay, I'm gonna shut my mouth now.
I know. I'm aware. I know. And that's why I'm doing this. That's why I agreed to do it like this. I gotta take it one step at a time. And this is honestly step one for me. This is my first public-ish appearance since
Oh,
last year.
you get the honors. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So that was honestly like really terrifying for me, but baby steps.
But we don't make you uncomfortable. We get you in the vibe where it doesn't even feel like an interview.
Yeah, no, I'm chilling for sure.
Where do you see yourself once you get the degree that you want? With the music and all of your talents, how do you plan on putting them all in one pot to stir?
I like that question. And I like that you asked after I got the degree because you knew I was gonna get it. Um, but the plan is hopefully I want to be a owner of my own record label, and have myself signed as an artist. Um, I would also like to build up my brand, and you said after my degree, so yeah, record label, building up the brand. Hopefully, I'll have my first, second, and third EPs dropped because they're ready to go. But I need to mix and master them. But hopefully, I'll have them dropped by then. And I'll be using my path as an educator to one help me fund my creative career, and two to really enrich the lives of young people because I do genuinely care about that. So they align, but they're kind of separate.
No, it lines. It lines. It just sometimes it just lines in a different site.
Exactly.
Um, and give or take, how long do you see yourself getting to that accomplishment?
As long as it takes, honestly. I learned and had to be honest with myself that I'm usually slower paced than the average person to get things done, but that's because I'm thorough and I make sure that I don't have to do it again. So I'm hoping within the next 5 to 6 years, I'll have graduated and started my new career job. And within the next couple of years, I'm hoping to genuinely be the head of my own record label.
Okay. And once you're completing school, what age level do you see yourself sticking to?
I'm not really sure. I am hoping to try to get into high school. I might do middle school. I might teach adults. I'm not totally sure.
Okay.
I find that the process of educating is not particularly hard for me to. It doesn't matter what age group I work with.
Okay. I get that. Um, Working with the kids, do you do music sections with them where you find that it's more settling for them than it is for you?
Um, in the work environment that I currently work in, we have music going almost 24/7. Because it's settling for both of us, for both the children and us. I find that complete silence encourages chaos.
Hmm.
So sometimes we'll play things like lo-fi or classical music or like something on the kids channel just to keep all of our brains kind of settle.
Okay. Let me rephrase the question. Um, because all of that does work. I used to do daycare, so I know it works. But I know you have maybe that one or two kids that they catch you harmonizing, and
Oh, you're okay.
it makes them more subtle and more calmer.
Oh, I see. Um, Unfortunately, most of my children don't really care if I sing or not. I understand the question, but most of them don't really care. Most of my children are on the spectrum, so many of them are not paying attention to me whatsoever. Unfortunately, I wish that was the
Surprised.
case because I'm always singing.
You'd be surprised. They may not be sitting next to you or looking, but they're maybe just hearing.
I wonder if some of them do respond to that. But most of them, by the time I'm like, okay, let's go, let's do it, and I'm singing with them or to them,
Okay.
they're off to the next thing.
You have any questions?
Um.
Not you. Not you. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold
Oh, me. Oh,
on.
okay, cool. I just paid attention to your name again, and it's been sitting with me.
Sure.
Is it because of your throat chakra?
You are the second person to ask me that. And I wish I was spiritual and clever enough to have thought of that. Um, but I think it's kind of fate that that's what I went with.
Okay, because I'm like how you articulate everything. You're a singer, you're a writer, you're a teacher, and vocal. I'm like, hmm. And it is related to the throat chakra, which is hypothetically blue.
Right.
So that's why it just was like, hmm. Okay, eclectic artist. Okay, I got you. I got you. Where did your first, but the main question is, where did your passion for just in general of all your eclectic artistry, where did it start and what age?
I'm gonna go ahead and say from the womb. I think it just runs in my family. We just have such a deep love and appreciation for music, even if they're not musically inclined. My mother used to tell me all the time that I would be still, and I wouldn't kick until my uncle started blasting music. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and say since like the womb.
Sound like us aunties and uncles. We know how to get y'all. Got
Yeah,
it.
he was a DJ at the time, so he knew how to get the place bumping. But yeah, literally, since as long as I can remember, music has been a part of my life. From being in church with my grandma and singing in the little choirs and and to now writing my own music and teaching myself how to play instruments that I never thought I'd be able to play.
In this industry, what as an artist and everything that you do, what is your biggest fear?
It used to be that I would never be relevant, but I've come to learn that relevance is even if you do end up being relevant, it's a fleeting thing unless you're the exception to the rule. So I guess my biggest fear now is that I stop creating, is that I quit, that I'm just so broken down by it that I give up.
I can understand. I can relate to that because I wonder. I've wondered as a poet if I just stop, would anyone notice? Would it matter?
Right.
The things that I created, would people actually look for? And it's funny because they do. You never know who looks, who listens, who goes to your page just for the sight of what you done did next. So, and I always tell artists, once you create something and you allow the world to see it, hear it, get a taste of it, it's no longer yours. You put it out there for the universe because someone needed to hear it. Someone done saved it, someone done downloaded, someone goes to that consistently. And it took someone from a different state that I wasn't aware that was watching, um, asked me if I did clean poems, which was an odd question, but I know there's always a reason to certain things. And at that moment, they needed encouragement. And I never asked what was going on, the issue. I just went with spirit and just sent. And it was on point. Then they told why they asked.
Hmm.
So never get discouraged. Always go. And I always say, you are your biggest enemy. And the biggest thing you got to conquer is your fear. So set aside a deadline. From here to this is whatever I fear is either going to get worked on and get conquered before that deadline. It's
I
a
like
work.
that.
It's a working process, and it actually works.
I like that. I think I want to try that.
It actually works and it benefits. You'll be surprised what you accomplish and what you knock down. What is the biggest joy you get when you're working with kids?
Watching them grow in both physically and in their skills. I love being able to encourage them and challenge them to do their best and push past their limits. And I love being extremely proud of them when they do.
I can relate. It's a different feeling. It's a different see because especially when you're working with them for the 8 hours, you get to see a lot of the developments. You get to see a lot of first things.
Yeah.
And I used to work with infants and toddlers.
Right.
So a lot of the times I saw their first steps. I saw their first pull up. I saw a lot of the things that parents may not have gotten to see. But I wasn't the teacher where I say, well, mommy, Johnny walked today. I will be more of, why don't you sit down and play with and take 30 minutes out and have fun.
Right.
But they knew it triggered them to say, okay, he done learned something or he done did something, and she's giving me that window to sit down and actually see. So I can relate, and kids are amazing.
They are. They're capable of amazing things.
Yeah, especially when society say they can't do this or they not age appropriate for that.
Yeah, I'm very proud of my babies.
Who do you listen to when you're discouraged?
I have a whole playlist for that. Hold on. I got a whole playlist. It's literally called "Stop Being Sad, Bitch."
Ooh.
Whole playlist just for that. I got a playlist for a bunch of different things. Let's see.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did you just say?
Yes, she did.
Okay, because I thought I was the only one who had one of those playlists.
Yeah, I got a "Stop Being a Sad Bitch" playlist. Let's see. I got Sean Paul, Marshall Montano, Rihanna, a little bit of Kanye West, Fall Out Boy, Allison Hines, Stevie Wonder. Definitely Stevie Wonder. I should have said him first.
Okay.
Alanis Morissette, more Stevie Wonder. A little bit of country. There's this song 35 by Rob Ruha and Ka Hao. It's a Polynesian song, and it's one of the happiest songs on the planet. You literally cannot be sad listening to it.
Okay. So let's switch it.
Got a playlist for that too. Yep. Hold up. That one's called Lit Vibes Only. Let's see. There's Stray Kids. They're a K-pop group. Kendrick Lamar, Burna Boy, Doechii. A few independent artists are up here. Shabuzi, Coi Leray, Amine, more Burna Boy, Genevieve, Don Toliver, Jay-Z.
Okay. So this question is going to be an interesting answer. If you had to put in, and you had to choose 4 males and 2 females, what would that stage look like?
A stage of 4 males and 2 females.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Kendrick and SZA, they're a package deal. So them two for sure. I would bring back Eminem and Rihanna. So that's my 2 girls. I feel like SZA and Rihanna would be super fire. And 4 dudes. Let's see, we've got Eminem already. We've already got Kendrick. Who else? I feel like James Brown would be a really good choice. I would bring him back. Yeah. I want somebody that could really light the place up.
He gonna light the place up.
My last one. Dang, that's hard. That's Michael Jackson.
I'm gonna say that ain't hard. You love Stevie Wonder. I'm gonna say throw him in the wrench.
I want to give him his own thing. He could deserve the whole week, just him. Forget one night. I need a whole week of him.
But this is the stage that you put together.
But yeah, these are the people I would pick up for sure.
Okay. What type of music are you procrastinating on?
My rock and roll stuff for sure. I got a whole album worth of rock and roll shit that just sitting. I'm more insecure about that one because it's very vulnerable. It's very, emo. I had a very heavy emo phase as a high school student, and you can hear that in all of my rock and roll music. So I've never dropped the rock and roll anything.
Okay. Money?
I mean, I said go ahead and do it. That was, I feel like, Wayne's second best album.
Listen, that might need to be the first album.
I'm telling y'all, Prom Queen still getting played over here.
Well, true that.
And the one he just made with the new artist, Lucifer, that song, Tyrant, y'all gotta hear it. It's serious. So that concert that you're gonna have, that sounds lit.
I want it. If it's one night, I need it to be like it might be one night of performances, but that's something that's gonna be spoken about for lifetime.
True. That's why I say if you can put because one artist to artist / we both are promoters. It gives us an insight of the artist. It also gives the people that follow you an insight of what type of things you like. As artists, the way that is a custom is you become famous, then the people know who you are. And those type of people, when they become famous first, they have to work extra hard. And a lot of people don't understand that mathematics. But if you do the opposite way and network, build your crowd, build your connects. You are already famous once you get your followers, because those are more than money. Those are residuals due to the simple fact that they've been rocking with you since day one. And if your first concert is in Toronto and you are local and they've been rocking with you all that time, and all of a sudden you make your big break and your first one is in Toronto, that's going to be sold out.
True that.
And on top of it, it's going to be loyalty in that crowd.
True.
And so many people look for fame first.
I don't really want fame, for real.
They become one-hit wonders.
Yeah, which is also kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, and they become one-hit wonders due to they didn't get in it for the passion; they got in it for the dollar signs.
Yeah.
This is the biggest money pot ever, but it's too many
hands.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be a chief.
Yeah.
And as an artist, and you looking at other artists and you see the mistakes that they make or the things that they jump on too soon, what advice would you give them?
Sorry, say that question one more time for me.
With how the artist is today, and you see how fast they jump just to be known.
Yes, the cloud chasers.
Yeah. What advice would you give them, artist?
Don't forget to think about the future. Like genuinely, don't forget to think about the future. Whatever it is that you're putting out now, do you feel like this is going to matter to you in 5 years, 10 years? Is this money that you're getting from it, or what are you doing with it? You know, are you investing your money and putting it towards something that'll stabilize your future? You know, like, yes, it's great to get all this recognition and to get all the benefits that come with it, but don't forget what you're doing this for. You know, were you doing this for the money, or were you doing this for the passion of it?
And what advice would you give artists if they lose their passion?
It's okay to take a break. Once you find that your passions are starting to piss you off, it's time to take a break. Because passions aren't supposed to piss you off like that. They're supposed to fill you with joy and love. And if you find yourself getting frustrated by it, take a break. And that doesn't mean quitting. That just means listening to your body and listening to your mind and your soul when it's ready for a reset.
Okay. Money?
How do you collect yourself when you're overwhelmed into your music and your artistry and into how do you balance yourself out?
I don't. I tantrum. I let it all out. I make sure that I'm in a safe environment, and I just let it go. Sometimes you just gotta scream. Sometimes you just gotta let it out and cry. I think a lot of the times people are trying to police society, even when they're in their own rooms and society isn't there, but trying not to cry and trying not to show how you feel about certain emotions. And I say, fuck it. If you in my room, you in my space. So I'm gonna do what I want in here, and if I need to scream, cry, throw up, then I'm gonna do that.
Okay, makes sense. Um, what do you see yourself accomplishing before the end of this year?
Releasing more music, for sure. I'm actually going to be releasing something hopefully in September, and then hopefully my first EP, which will be in December maybe. So just before the new year ends, New Year comes. And also, I would like to have started school for my bachelor's degree in special education, and had a new job. That's it.
Okay.
What's up?
So my question is for you is this. If you were able to have a sit down, um, just a full day with a business person or producer or anybody that has inspired you in life, who would it be and why?
Esther Dean, for sure. Esther Dean, because she's a monster, especially when it comes to uh, her songwriting and how she guides her artists through her art, and how she's so moldable and adaptable that she can change her whole aesthetic for her artist. Like I aspire to be her.
Yeah, she's I call her the final boss of ghostwriting now.
She's a freaking monster. Like she's written like 90% of my childhood.
Yeah, she's a beast. A lot of people she done crossed so many genres and I mean she's something serious.
She
I
is.
can't she stop playing around and drop another album. That's what she need
And
to
that's
do
what
too.
I'm saying. I'm waiting, girl. Come on.
Yeah,
She
she
didn't
need to
even
stop playing with the
freaking Pitch
people.
Perfect. Like, come on, dog.
Yeah.
She's too good.
If you can create a movie based off one of your talents, which one would you pick and why?
Hmm. My songwriting, because I've been doing that the longest, and I think that's the one that's the deepest in my bones. I feel like I could write about anything.
Okay. Let the people know where they can find you and where your music is located.
I bet. I am every underscore shade of blue on all platforms, YouTube, uh, Instagram, TikTok. You can find my music on all streaming platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, Deezer, Pandora. On all any if you can stream on it, you can find my music. Again, I am
Ain't
every
nothing
shade
she
of
didn't
blue.
miss.
Yeah, for real. She was like, I'm on every stream. You can download me
Every
everywhere.
you can find me, and if you can, I'll help you.
Now I have a question. Since you're on all of that, are you on Google?
I've never Googled myself. So I'm not sure. I've never tried to Google myself.
Well, you don't have to Google yourself. You tell them, "Bing me, bitch." That's what you're
Well,
gonna tell them from now on. So you
Uh,
need to start working on that.
I
well,
bet.
Google is a must.
All right. I mean, I could Google myself right
Google,
now.
because I'm gonna give you a piece of gold. If you want to make it, make sure your music lands on Google where you can be located. Most people go to Google
Got it.
and see if what you say is what you about.
That's valid.
And if you can't be located on Google, it's going to be hard to get noticed.
I'll keep that in
Please
mind.
don't keep me on Google. You go see some stuff on Google. You're gonna be like, oh my God, she's a thug.
But I do want to thank you for joining us.
Thank you
It
for having me.
was a pleasure. We did have author and therapist Lorena Ajor watching. Please stay tuned for Sunday show where we have grieving therapy talk. How
Beautiful.
do we grieve and what is the best way? And if there's any questions, please inbox us so therefore we can ask these questions and get these concerns out there. Again, I do want to thank you for coming on the show. We will stay connected. We have a different type of show that is more for the adults that we will have you come on. And is there anything you would like to say before we end the show?
No, just make sure you guys love yourself and continue to create what needs to be created.
Perfect. Thank you. This was another Spit Don't Swallow Uncut. Tune in Sunday where the conversation gets deep.
All right, cool. Peace, y'all.
Have a good night.
You as well.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual